Live from KSAT 12, the News at Noon starts right now.
For the first time since last Wednesday, San Antonio ISD students and staff are back in class. The district forced to shut down every single SAISD school because it could not keep the classrooms warm.
In just a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Garrett Berger, who is live with an update from the district.
But first, another kind of weather is today's big story, the rain. You probably woke up to the sound of it coming down.
And then you likely ran into traffic during your morning commute because of the weather. So let's check in with meteorologist Justin Horst. Justin, it's kind of let up a little bit right now, but what's in the forecast? More?
We do have more in the forecast. That's going to arrive later tonight into tomorrow morning. So tomorrow could be another one of those messy commutes. And this morning, the rain came down in buckets. It's been a long time since we've seen rain like this. Honestly, you got to go back to 2021 since we've seen this much rain over such a short period. We got 3.57 over the last 24 hours here in San Antonio, at least at the airport. 2.06 at Randolph, 3.51 Chavano Park, Canyon Lake, one of the big winners. Over 4 inches there. So these are big numbers, and it did cause some flooding, as RJ will show you here in just a second. We're still seeing some of that. And as we get more rain into tonight and tomorrow, we'll have to watch those low water crossings very closely. There's a look at some of our eastern counties, which also picked up some good rain. Cuero, Howitzville, Victoria, over 3 inches there. And yes, the rain is starting to come to an end. This is the backside of a piece of energy that came through this morning, but we've got another that's behind that will be shifting in. As I said, later tonight, we'll bring rain chances back into play. 3 o'clock today, 57. I think we see some sun, 58, a little bit, with rain chances kicking back in tonight. 6 p.m., 20% chance of rain. And then we bring that up to a 30% chance by 8 p.m. and even higher as we head towards midnight. Temperatures holding in the mid-50s. Our best rain chance will be tonight into tomorrow morning. And then we get another chance Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So the rain chances keep coming here. In fact, we have some chances all the way through the end of the work week. We're going to talk much more about the forecast, how much more rain we could receive. But we got to get over to RJ now and take a look at the traffic situation that's been unfolding throughout the morning.
Yeah, it's been a very, very busy morning, Justin. Still some lingering effects from all that heavy rain that we saw. I want to take you live right now, show you TransGuide here at US 90 at Leon Creek. I'll step out of the way here for a little bit. We still have a stalled vehicle there on the access road of 90 at Leon Creek. This is the eastbound lanes, just to kind of give you an indication of what we're looking at through parts of our morning commute. And also, we still have this ongoing situation on 410 at Rolling Ridge. These are the eastbound lanes of Loop 410. We have TxDOT crews on the scene trying to drain the water out there. So some good news, they are finally letting some traffic through this area, at least one lane there you see on the left-hand side if you're driving through there. But you do see that we still have a pond of water out there in the eastbound lanes of Loop 410. Kind of show you the reverse look here. See if I could find it real quick. And this is... Here, we'll just go back to this shot right there. Yeah, 410 eastbound at Rolling Ridge right there. Some other things to kind of let you know about, of course, this still calls in a backup all the way past Bandera Road. It was going all the way back to Culebra, but we are seeing traffic kind of clear out in that area. High water also here, 35 southbound at AT&T Parkway, not causing any major delays, but still something to keep in mind. And one other thing here, 90 eastbound at Old Highway 90 West. That was the Leon Creek. That was the TransGuide shot that we just saw right there. So obviously still have some standing water in that area. We also have some video that we just shot earlier today. Our photojournalist Luis Cienfuegos went out there. Check this out. I mean, this is just cars stuck here. This is over by 151 and Westover Hills, basically by Santa Rosa, the Christus Hospital out there. You see several vehicles just stuck on the roadways there. Another reminder that turn around, do not drown. That is the biggest message, especially when it comes to a lot of this heavy flooding in this area. So again, this is 151 right there over by Christus Santa Rosa. Very, very busy out there this morning. It was a very, very, very busy morning and into the early part of our morning with a lot of our crews out there. David, back to you.
All right, RJ, thank you very much. As RJ just showed us and Justin has been showing us, high water has led to hard times for people all over town. Some found themselves or their cars suddenly stranded this morning in more water than they could handle. And as Katrina Weber tells us, the calls for rescuing some of them also kept first responders extra busy this morning.
Even before the sun came up, it already had been a day for San Antonio firefighters and police, as well as the people they had to rescue. Beneath the Austin Highway Bridge near Corin Road, they say a woman nearly got in over her head around 2 this morning when she got out of a car stalled in high water. Firefighters pulled her from chilly water up to her neck, then sent her to a hospital to warm up. They also helped her 3 friends to safety. All were expected to be okay. A few hours earlier, they searched for 5 people reportedly swept away in a tunnel near I-10 in La Monte. Crews found no sign of them, but the problems with way too much water persisted throughout the morning. In the first 8 hours, firefighters answered 25 calls. Some of these high water problems happen in especially unexpected places, like this downtown street, Santa Rosa. One witness told me at one point there was 2 feet of water over the street, and it covered up a hazard for drivers.
It was over the curb and over all the construction, and people were driving into it not knowing what they were going into.
From the nearby courtyard by Marriott, Dusty Smith could see it all, including when his employee's car got stuck. Smith also tried to help a stranded stranger, but ended up needing help himself.
I took him in my car and hit a curb and destroyed my front left tire.
While most of the water was quick to wash away, Smith and others now have ongoing car trouble. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Now on to the other weather issues. New this noon, 5 days after the San Antonio Independent School District shut down all of its campuses because of widespread heating issues. The district says those issues are either resolved or mitigated. SAISD Superintendent Jaime Aquino held a press conference in the last hour to talk about what they've been doing to fix this issue. Garrett Berger there now. So Garrett, everything ready to go?
Well, we just heard from Superintendent Aquino within the last 30 minutes. They just wrapped up over here at SAISD headquarters. Now, this morning, they opened all but 2 of the 98 SAISD schools. And those 2 were only because of power outages, not anything to do with heating. But the district says they do still have ongoing heating issues they're trying to get resolved. The district says it had up to 50 techs a day working on the heating systems over the past couple days. But 8 schools still have issues with either being too hot or too cold. And the majority of campuses still have some level of work they need done. But the district has distributed 1,100 portable HVAC units to schools around the district. So classrooms will be between 68 and 72 degrees.
But we're going to keep these climate control units on these campuses or where needed, in the district and made available through March to get us through this period.
The district has said there were multiple causes that played into this, and they plan to have a third party take a look at what happened and produce a report. Now, officials have pointed to aging infrastructure, deferred maintenance, overfunding issues, and also human error. While we've heard of 2 resignations so far over this, district officials did not talk about it any further when we asked at today's press conference. Now, we don't have firm costs yet on how much this is costing the district, but they say they are going to apply to the state for a waiver to get around these low attendance days that they had over the heating issues. But to make up instruction time, schools might have to add a couple days, which are already scheduled into their calendar, or add a few minutes onto the end of every day to make up for that. But that's going to be a school by school decision, and that analysis is still being considered. Live at SAISD, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Garrett. Nearly a month after she was killed, 18-year-old Savannah Soto finally being laid to rest today. Police say Soto, her boyfriend Matthew Guerra, and their unborn son were murdered just days before Christmas. Police say the couple was killed in a botched drug deal. Authorities believe 19-year-old Christopher Preciado is the sole killer. They believe his parents, Ramon Preciado and Mirta Romanos, helped clean up the crime scene and provided the murder weapon. Last night, her family and friends held a rosary in Savannah's honor.
It's so hard right now to know that I won't see her beautiful face anymore, to hear her crazy laugh, just the way she was. All I want to know is why. Why'd they do that to her? She didn't deserve that.
Records show us that the Preciados have pre-hearings the first week of February. Romanos will follow a few weeks later. We have more detailed breakdown of this case for you on KSAT.com. Hey, not a surprise when it comes to the winners and losers who's in the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship games this weekend coming up.
The legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. being felt throughout the community, but never more than during Dreamweek. Coming up, ways you can honor Dr. King this week. Dreamweek is well underway here in San Antonio. It is featuring a series of events put on to help foster the dreams that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood for. Inclusivity.
We're joined now by Lisa Jackson with Dreamweek to talk a little bit about some of the events that you can still take part in. First off, for those of us who don't know, moving to San Antonio recently, give us an idea of what Dreamweek is all about.
Dreamweek is about continuing the dream of the Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King. So if you take the speech, and we're all familiar with, I have a dream, and you have, I have a dream blank. What is it that you may have a dream about? What is it that you want to do? And so we've created Dreamweek to inspire change, ignite discussion, and this is a wonderful place to have it. San Antonio is the best place to have it. The diversity of the population is what has made Dreamweek so successful.
So when we talk about Dreamweek, we're not talking about a week because it got too big.
Too big.
There were too many dreams. So
Right.
now we're talking how long?
So this year we're January 12th to the 28th. So we're in 2 weeks. And God, if you let us, we would be a month. But we had to limit it. Yeah, be a year. We've got 200 events, and we're the 12th to the 28th, 200 exciting events that the whole city can participate in.
So you've been going for a week now.
We're a week now, yes.
So give us a little sense of what's going on today if people want to participate.
So today we have Taste of Africa at Ultra Kitchen. They're going to focus on Western African dishes, and you can pick up your tickets for $25, or you could take it away for $20.
Oh,
great.
Now
great.
that's a good idea.
Give us an African dish.
Oh, I love jollof rice. Everybody loves jollof rice.
Okay.
Delicious.
And speaking of Africa, the person who came up with this idea is from Africa.
Yes, Shokeri Nakpodia. I always have that.
We're going to call him Show.
Yeah.
His name's
got
Show.
that.
We just call him Show. So Show is not a native San Antonian, but when he came here and he saw the march and he saw the spirit, he says, hey, I want to help with that. What can I create to help with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's dream? And so he came up with Dreamweek, and he is our CEO and founder, and we love him so much.
How important is the Dreamweek, especially this year, because of the fact that we had to cancel the march?
You know, unfortunately, we had to cancel the march. This is our 12th year, though.
Okay.
So this is our 12th year in San Antonio, and because our Dreamweek events are scattered, it's not just one, event. We can, have it even when we have inclement weather. So.
Okay, you were telling us earlier a couple of the other events that are coming up. I know some of them are your absolute favorites.
I do. I love on tomorrow they're having the La Afrique, hope I say that right, La Afrique fashion show at the Blue Star at the Brick at the Blue Star. But I really love the 14th annual Girl Scout Mother-Daughter Tea. It is the University Incarnate Word. And the big one, which is the annual Mayor's Ball. We're having that on the 27th. You guys
what does that look like?
Yeah, it's fashionable.
Go back to the tea. What's so special about the Mother-Daughter Tea?
Because I was a Girl Scout. So first of all,
there you go.
I was a Girl Scout, and so I just like the whole concept of the Mother-Daughter Tea, the bonding, getting together, and teaching little girls manners, because sometimes we've lost that, nowadays. Teaching them manners on how to sit down and drink your tea and socialize and be a little lady.
Yeah, and then we have the ball, which is a real ball.
It's a real ball.
It's like, get dressed up, y'all.
It's a real ball. You might see headdresses and crazy suits, and some people are completely classic. It's a real ball. We're at Techport this year, and this is our last year, I think we'll have with Mayor Nirenberg at the ball. So this would be.
And that's important because.
Yeah, that's important because he's our mayor.
No.
Yeah, what else does he do?
They do the push-up challenge. Everybody comes to see that. The founder Show and the mayor have a push-up challenge every year. And unfortunately, Show, I got to say this on TV, you lose.
Every year?
Every year.
The mayor's in that good a shape?
Mayor is in very good shape.
He works out. So.
Yeah, he works out. So that's really fun.
Talk about times and tickets.
Well, you can go to our website, www.dreamweek.org, because the tickets vary and the times vary. And so you can get a list of the schedule, because we still have a bunch of events going on all the way until the 28th. So I would start there.
All right. And if you have a dream, you watching at home, what do you do with your dream
to
be a part of all of this?
Well, you go to www. Dreamweek.org, and you put in your application. We do have a deadline. I believe it's usually in the fall. September, October is the deadline to submit your event. So.
Okay, the QR code right there is going to take you to our website, and we have a link to theirs, or you can go straight to theirs. So, but that QR code is going to take you to.
We encourage everyone to come out. Everyone has a dream. Come out and make your dream come true.
Like, what kind of dreams still need to be realized?
World peace is always the biggest dream. That's what really needs to be realized. But I mean, we have people who have dreams of educating folks. We have people who have dreams of physical fitness. You know, some people, we have a speaker series, which I love, the annual speaker series, and that lasts the whole Dream Week. And so we've got different folks that come in and talk about their life experiences. It gives them a chance to speak at the Tobin Center or different places like that. This year it's at the Dakota Ice House. But it gives people a chance to speak about their past and what they want to do in the future. The speaker series is great.
You know, you've expanded to 2 weeks now, but how much has Dream Week grown, especially here in San Antonio, throughout all the community of San Antonio?
Oh, we've got everybody, and we've got every culture. I love it. Every culture you can imagine is a part of Dream Week. A lot of our events are food and fashion, you know, so it gives people a chance to walk the runway and get fat.
I wasn't expecting that. But since its inception, because, you know, sometimes you have this great audacious idea, you get it accomplished. What has been the effect in the last 12 years?
I think people are anticipating it every year. That's the thing, like way before Dream Week starts, we're getting the calls like, what's this, I mean, the anticipation to build up. And with it being held right by the march, just this whole month of January is highly anticipated by the population. Yeah, we're going to Dream Week. Yeah, we're going to do the march. You know, all of this stuff is coming in. So I think that's what's really changed. At first, people didn't know what Dream Week was. Mm-hmm. And now they've gotten the idea and they're thinking, hey, it's for me because it's for everyone. Anyone can participate in Dream Week. And so that's what I think has changed.
Well, you said food and fashion.
Food and fashion.
How do you beat that?
That is San Antonio, food and fashion.
And there's tickets still for sale for some of these things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we still have tickets for sale. We still have tickets for the ball. We still have tickets for those events. But like I said, prices and times vary. So you need to go to the website to see what it is that you're looking for.
Okay, and when is this ball? I want to see that.
The 27th, you guys got to go. And it's at Techport.
Okay.
We have it at Techport.
All right. So
and it's talent there too. So it's not just a ball. So we have they have just all different types of talent. They come in and perform during the balls.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So nice. So
very nice.
Lovely.
All right. Well, we are in the middle of Dream Week. Can't beat that. So
yeah.
Great stuff.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Jackson,
you.
With Dream Week, all the proceeds go to future Dream Week events. So you're just going to keep this rolling.
Keep it going. We're looking forward to our 13th year, and we're really looking forward to the 50th.
All right.
year.
Oh, that'll be nice.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, if you want to look at all the upcoming Dream Week events, you can head over to KSAT.com. We have a link to the entire Dream Week calendar.
And outside with live KSAT, the weather cleared up for this evening's events. So the rain may hold off a while, and then we'll have some tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah.
So just as long as the food doesn't get soggy, we're good.
No, we don't want that. And the sun comes out today. So
well, there you go.
It's showing some improving weather after this morning's wild morning commute. We had a lot of rain. Well, look at the aquifer. It's responding nearly up 2 feet to 640.2. It's still rising. In your pollen count, molds are low at 70. Mountain Cedar also low. Mountain Cedar getting knocked down by the rain. No one's complaining about that. When will we see more and how much could we see? That's the big question. We'll take a look coming up.
Mike and Fiona back, ready to roll through January, and they got one of those stump you questions.
I don't know if it's a stump question.
No, not at all. But it's just, you know,
but
yes.
It will make you think. It's a guess.
There was some great football action, the divisional playoffs over the weekend. Okay, it is down to the Final Four, you know, coming up this weekend.
Right there, and I totally
with
knew who those
my Lions
were.
in there. So, who are you picking for the big game? In other words, who's going to win this upcoming weekend? Will it be Chiefs versus Lions, Chiefs versus 49ers, Lions versus Ravens, 49ers, Ravens?
I am in favor of the Chiefs-Lions because that would pit our Texas Tech alum against Mike's alum.
Yeah, I think that would be the best game we could see.
That is a popular one in the SA Live office.
And it would be ending the season like the season began because, of course, the Chiefs played the Lions, the defending champion, and then the Lions beat them. So, yes.
Oh, you're good with that.
Go Lions. Go Lions.
All right. Okay. Scan that QR code, everybody, and weigh in.
I like it when there's local guys in the game.
There you go. That'll work. Patrick Mahomes, Texas Tech alum. Justin loves it when I say that every time. So, what would you like to see, Justin?
Justin's not going to watch.
Well, I will. No, I will. But because I have to sit next to Mike next week, I'm just going to go with
It
the
better
Lions.
be Lions.
But I think it'll be Lions-Ravens.
Oh.
And the Ravens look really good. Their defense is top.
Yeah.
All the games will be fun.
They said that about the Bills, too, and look what happened.
You never know. That's why they play the game. That's
It. So.
I want to take you guys to our KSAT Connect pictures and show you one. We got a lot of rain gauges. This is one that kind of caught my eye. Above 3 inches of rainfall here in San Antonio. You know what? That was actually pretty common. We actually saw several spots within the city that got 3 inches plus, 3.5 at the airport. It has been a long, long time since we've seen this much rainfall. And we are already now the 9th wettest January on record in San Antonio, and we get to add to it. So what a start to 2024. This is good. We're eating into the drought a little bit. I say this is good. It's not good in the sense that we had those high water rescues and issues with the flooding. We don't want that. But the rain is a good thing. And we're seeing that it is exiting our eastern counties now. A few showers around Gonzales, Victoria, still around Howitzville, but otherwise everyone else drying out, at least for the moment. Here's the satellite picture. We've got a lot of clouds. Now, there are some breaks out to the west. I think the sun pops out today. If it does, it should help us get temperatures up to near 60 this afternoon. Then I take you out to California. This is the next system. We got a parade of systems that are taking aim on Texas. This is the next one that will help to kick up some showers and storms as we get into tonight. We'll get the lift again and we'll get more activity on the radar. Now, I don't think it'll be as heavy as what we saw this morning, but still any additional rainfall on top of all that soaking rain this morning could cause some issues. So let me show you the forecast here. This is 5 o'clock. Shows clouds trying to clear out a little bit. Then as we head into tonight, we start to see some showers around midnight. And then it builds as we get into tomorrow morning. So the morning commute on Tuesday could be another wet one with more showers and storms feeding through about midday. And then we'll see things quiet down. That's the second piece of energy. Then we get another one that comes in Tuesday night into Wednesday that brings more showers and storms. And yet another on Friday that brings lower chances for rain, but still goes to show you the pattern is far more active. El Nino's kind of gotten its act together, right? At least for now. As we look at the KSAT 12-hour forecast, 57 at 3 o'clock, 58 at 4 p.m. And then we start to bring the rain chances back around 6 or 7 o'clock. Small rain chances, but they build. And by 11 p.m., we're talking 40 to 50% chance of rain as we head into the overnight hours. So as of today, as of right now, 4.73 inches. That ranks as the 9th wettest January all time. That's where we are for the month and for the year, obviously. Last January, we had 0.69, just to give you a comparison, all of January of last year. So this is much better scenario. We're starting off the year on a good note. Here's the weather where you live. As we go outside, cloudy skies in San Antonio, 53. New Braunfels, 52. 51 in Seguin. A little bit of sun trying to show up around Kerrville, 54 there, with light winds for the most part. And our rain chances pick back up tonight, as we showed you, 70%. Going into tomorrow, 70%. They tail off a little bit Tuesday night and then pick back up by Wednesday, 60%, before falling off again Wednesday night. And again, we have some more chances even through Friday. How much more rain could we see? I think 1 to 2 inches, adding on to what we've already gotten. So this would add to our already very healthy totals with heaviest rain off to the east and the lower numbers off to the west. Extended forecast, 65 tomorrow, 62 Wednesday, 70 on Thursday, 70 on Friday, and then cooler weather by the weekend behind a cold front.
Thank you, Justin.
Patrick Mahomes, we were just talking about the Texas Tech Red Raider, and the Chiefs prove they can win a playoff game on the road. And the Lions making history. Got that for you coming up.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
As the final game of the weekend last night, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, windy, flat out, cold. Took a while for the teams to heat up. Second quarter, Josh Allen on the keeper. That was a design play. He's in for the touchdown. from 5 yards out. 16th rushing touchdown this season. Builds up. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs respond, finding. There he is. And there's his brother. Look at that. Look at this dude. Travis Kelce. They get the lead. Jason Kelce feeling no pain, taking some of the attention away from Taylor Swift. Third quarter, Mahomes to Kelce again. Little screen pass just gets to the pylon. And with that touchdown, Kelce and Mahomes now have the most playoff touchdowns for a quarterback-receiver combo with 16 passing. Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. The game came down to this. Chiefs 3, yep, and that's no good. That's wide right. Tyler Bass, he said it was all on him after the game. Well, yeah, you're the one that kicked it, and it wasn't close. Chiefs win it 27-24. Josh Allen shared his thoughts on that missed kick.
I wish it wouldn't have been put in that situation. It's you win as a team, you lose as a team. One play doesn't define a game, it doesn't define a season. I know people are going to be out there saying that. We got to be there for him because, again, we execute a couple plays prior, probably singing a different tune right now.
Yeah, that was fun. I love Arrowhead, but it's always fun when you get to come together as a team and really just be like y'all versus everybody and get the win. So it's always great to be in great environments and find a way to get a win.
All right, the afternoon game, Bucks Lions. Jared Goff of the Lions trying to make history or break history, depending on how you want to look at it. Second quarter, tied at 3. Goff finds San Antonio's own Josh Reynolds, 9-yard touchdown. That's his first postseason touchdown. Lions up 10-3. Right before half, Baker Mayfield finds Cade Otton. That's a 2-yard score, and we're tied at 10. We go to the third quarter. Goff looks to Reynolds again on 2nd and goal on the Bucks' 1-yard line, but that's not good. 2 plays later, it's running back Craig Reynolds. And he scores from a yard out, 17-10. We go to the fourth quarter. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to break one off and break this thing open. Look at that hole. Nice move, nice cut. Lions get another score on the next drive after this one. It's 31-17 Detroit, under 5 to play. Mayfield finds Mike Evans for the 16-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good. It's 31-23 Lions, under 2 to play. Last chance for the Bucks. Mayfield back to pass over the middle, gets picked by Derek Barnes. Lions are moving on, 31-23. They made it to their first championship game since 1957, including the Super Bowl. So there you go. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll happen at Sunday at 2 o'clock. That is in Baltimore, so it'll probably be a little chilly there, but Kansas City trying to win another one on the road. We'll see how that one turns out. And the NFC Championship.
We knew that was a tough team. That was somewhat a mirror image of us. So we delivered body blows, and and ultimately we did what we had to do to win that game.
I don't want to say like this arrogantly, but we expected to win the first game. We expected to win this game, and now we get to go to a game we expected to be in against a really good team at their place, and we're going to come into it expecting to win. It'll be a tough game, but it'll be fun.
We felt like we were in it going into halftime. Obviously, an even game, and we felt like we were in it up until the last drive. And so, yeah, I mean, it sucks. I feel like my heart just got ripped out.
They used that word a lot yesterday, the losers did.
Their hearts were ripped out?
Well, the other word.
Oh.
So it's Detroit and San Francisco. That is the second game Sunday, 5:30, Levi Stadium in San Francisco. So we're all rooting for Detroit for Mike. All right, so Spurs and 76. Who's rooting for the Spurs? Everybody's rooting for the Spurs tonight. They got one win on this road trip. Maybe they can finish it with a second win against 76ers tonight. Tip-off, 6 o'clock.
Say your prayers.
We'll see.
All right, we'll be right back. We are looking at a little brief reprieve from all that rain we got last night, but do not put your umbrella away or your galoshes. There's more to come.
There is more in the forecast, and it was loud last night. A lot of us got woken up by the thunder. We got the good heavy rain. There was some flooding this morning. Obviously, if you drove into work early this morning, it was an absolute mess. Let me show you another rain gauge, and we've got a lot of them. You can check them out, by the way, on our website, KSAT.com, through the KSAT Connect portal. But this is over 4 inches. We did see some of that here in San Antonio, 4 3/10. Specifically, there were some spots that were 4 inches plus in parts of Bexar County and Commute County. So, yeah, huge numbers considering it has been a long, long time. You really got to go back to 2021, fall of 2021, since we've seen this much rain. and it added up quickly. Here's a look at the radar. A lot of showers and storms quickly moving east at this point, so we've got some sinking air on the backside of this first piece of energy, and that'll keep us pretty quiet throughout the afternoon. You probably won't need the umbrella through about dinner time, but as we get into tonight, then rain chances start to kick back up. We're also noticing that the sun is trying to pop out in spots. Uvalde, Rock Springs, Hondo, it's helping to boost temperatures a little bit, 55 there. We should see a little bit in San Antonio with the sun shining through for a few hours this afternoon. 53 right now, 54 right now, 55 Stinson. So our forecast will call for a high right around 58. Then we add in the rain chances starting tonight. Low end rain chances this evening, but they pick up like last night in the overnight hours and probably stick around through the morning commute tomorrow. So prep for more wet roads and slow going as you head to work and school tomorrow, guys.
Thank you, Justin. A major shakeup in the Republican race for the White House just hours before tomorrow's New Hampshire primary. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis dropping out and endorsing former President Donald Trump.
That means it's now a two-person race, Trump versus Nikki Haley, with polls showing Trump could deliver a knockout blow tomorrow. Trump widened his lead over Haley with 50% support among likely Republican primary voters. Haley sits at 39%. That's according to a new CNN University of New Hampshire poll.
But in the final stretch, the attacks are turning personal. Haley questioning Trump's mental fitness after he confused her with Nancy Pelosi when he was talking about January 6th. Trump, meantime, is going after Haley for her more moderate stance on some issues. He's also mocking his former UN ambassador's Indian birth name and falsely suggesting she's not eligible to run for president. In the war between Israel and Hamas, the death toll since Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th is reaching a staggering number. It is estimated that 25,000 people have been killed in the fighting. The United Nations now says the majority of dead are women and children. It's also claiming the entire population of the Gaza Strip is facing famine. Israel's prime minister, however, is insisting that until Hamas is eliminated from further power, Israel will continue the war on all fronts. A salmonella outbreak linked to Cantaloupe is now over. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention made that announcement last Friday. More than 400 people became sick in 44 states, and that led to 158 hospitalizations and 6 deaths. The Malchita and Rudy brand cantaloupes were sold at a number of retailers, including Quick Trip, Kroger, and Trader Joe's between September and December of last year. The FDA is warning anyone who might have put some cantaloupe products in the freezer to check to make sure they're not part of the recall. And if they are, throw them out.
Grocery prices, speaking of cantaloupe, still higher than we're used to seeing, but some people are shelling out more money than others. What communities across the country are having to stretch their dollars to keep food on the table. As you well know, going to the grocery store, the prices are undoubtedly higher than they have been compared to previous years, but households pay more in certain states than others. The Census Bureau's Household Pulse survey shows us that American families shell out about $270 a week in groceries. The exact amount fluctuates with the number of people in a home.
It also depends on where people live. Households in California pay the most at $297 a week. Nevada and Mississippi come in second and third. The states where families spend the least amount on groceries are North Carolina, New York, Illinois. That shocks me.
I think we're paying in Texas like $286 a family. So, that's...
Got to clip those coupons, man.
There's our coupon.
If anyone needs any tips on how to save money, just keep listening to Justin Horn.
It's too bad we don't get the big Sunday paper anymore. Could you see him sitting down and clipping all those coupons out of the Sunday newspaper?
I might do it. Don't tempt me. 53 so far today, 45 the low this morning. The averages are 64 and 41. Records are 84 and 17. The big story today, of course, has been the rainfall, a lot of it. We've got more on the way. We'll take another look at that forecast and time out the next few days for you coming up.
So El Nino finally showed up, huh? Nice.
We've been talking about it all winter long, and here it is.
Well, it certainly seems like an El Nino pattern. I mean, there's a lot of different factors that play into the forecast, but this active pattern where we got these systems coming in from the Pacific and California's getting a ton of rain, then it heads towards Texas. That's pretty reminiscent of an El Nino pattern. And look, at this point, we will take it. Let me show you the radar right now. The rain's moving out. Okay, it's moving off to the east. It's moving away from us. We're going to get a pretty quiet afternoon. The rain does make a return a little bit later tonight, and the morning commute tomorrow could be messy once again because we have another system on the tail of this one that will be moving through, and it will give us some lift, and we'll get more showers and storms going. In the meantime, cloud cover is starting to really fade away, so I do think we're going to get some sun. We're already seeing that in places like Hondo, Uvalde, the sun is out. Real County, the sun is out. I think we'll get some sun here in San Antonio, which will help to warm us up a little bit today. I want to show you the water vapor imagery, which shows the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. And you see all this pink. That's all moisture. There's a lot of it. Not only are we getting Pacific moisture that's getting pulled into these systems, we've got good Gulf moisture that is feeding in. We've got all the ingredients you need to get some good rain events, and we certainly saw that this morning. It was raining buckets, and we got good rainfall rates out of what fell this morning. And as we look off to the west, here's another little piece of energy that's going to swing through Texas, and it's looking pretty similar to what we saw last night, although I don't think we see as much heavy rain. Still, the radar will get busy again tonight. So let me walk you through the forecast here. This is 5 o'clock. As I said, quiet afternoon, quiet evening for the most part. But by, say, 10, midnight, we're going to start to see showers redeveloping. And then I think we'll start to see these showers and maybe a few storms streaming through the area. And if you get caught underneath one of these heavier downpours, it's going to cause some more flooding issues, especially considering what we saw just within the last 24 hours. Low water crossings, let's avoid them, especially when it's dark. It's just a problem. We don't want to deal with, first responders have to respond to those things, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. So if you can, just avoid the low water crossings and know that even more rain heads our way as we get into early Wednesday. Another round, we get another piece of energy coming through. So this is that active pattern I was talking about, and it really is a good thing as long as we can avoid flash flooding. 53 right now, dew point is at 51. We got calm winds, still cloudy at the airport. But as I said, sun pops out a little bit later today, 57 at 3 o'clock, 58 for a high. And then we'll start to add in some small rain chances once we get around sunset. But I think the main action probably holds off until midnight, and then we start to bring the rain chances up to 40% or so. Rainfall this year, we're now up to 4.73. We are 3 inches above average. When's the last time we could say that? Del Rio, unfortunately, did not get much rain yesterday, and I know there's still sort of a desperate situation out there, but hopefully with this next system, you'll at least get a little bit there. Austin obviously doing very well, too. They got good rains yesterday. How much more rain could we see? Well, with these next few systems, I think an additional 1 to 2 inches is possible on top of what we've already experienced here within the last 24 hours. Bigger numbers to the east, lower numbers to the west, as it often is. And as we look at the extended forecast, we bring in those rain chances tomorrow morning, especially 70%. I think Wednesday morning, 60%. It tails off a little bit Thursday, but another little system brings in some small rain chances on Friday. Then beyond that, it gets quiet. Front comes through, cools us down for the weekend. We'll see a lot of sun. 62 Saturday, 59 on Sunday. We'll be right back.
SA Live is back in action today.
Look at that smile on Mike's face today. Look at that.
Gee, I wonder why. There you go. Yes, okay.
Oh, that was a great game.
You know what I love that we do on this show? Because we always show people the newest places to dine out.
Yes, and there is a new place, and it is right north of downtown. It is called Hook Land and Sea. A lot of great seafood dishes, but a lot of other great things on the menu, and we are going to be making one of their signature dishes there. Oh, I have got my wife hooked on it. We just ate there Saturday night. It is delicious.
And rodeo season is riding into town, and our local shops can help bring out your inner cowboy or cowgirl. Right?
Yes, just a little tip. Did you know that this purse is made by indigenous artisans in Colombia out of palm tree leaves? Isn't that beautiful?
Palm tree leaves?
Yes. Isn't that it? Yeah, it's really exciting. So I can't wait to tell you how to find these.
Okay, and if you're dining out and shopping, and Mary Garr with Family Services is here to tell us that, well, don't just go impulse shopping, right?
Absolutely. For 2024, Budget should be your new favorite word, so you can't afford to do everything else, and I'll talk about a few ways to do so.
Okay, and she's going to give the definition between want and need.
Sometimes those are blurred.
But I really want it.
But do you really need it?
And there it goes.
And more great advice and a great, financial little fair that you can go to.
Yes, okay.
And that and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live, so stick around.